Sweet viewers, welcome to today's Animal World, our co-inhabitants, featuring telepathic animal communicator, international public speaker, author, painter, dancer, and animal welfare advocate Amelia Kinkade of Hollywood, California, USA. Amelia has loved and adored animals all her life. In her mid-20s, she took a class on animal communication, and from that point on developed an ability to communicate with animals telepathically.
All living beings and inanimate objects are emanating teeny tiny particles of information, teeny tiny pieces of quanta. That information is all around us. It is no different from having this airspace filled with radio waves.
Amelia's ability to understand animals has led to widespread interest in her work and international media coverage. She has been featured in the prestigious U.S. newspaper, The New York Times, and the German magazine Bild der Frau, as well as on BBC News, the South African TV news magazine Carte Blanche, and over 300 radio programs worldwide. A BBC documentary describes her work with elephants in South Africa's Kruger National Park.
You have to be completely silent. Now, when that animal sends out a wave, thoughts and emotion are waves of frequency. It's real. It is not an illusion. It's electromagnetic energy. Now, when the animal sends out a wave, if you're completely still, you're going to be able to learn how to vibrate on their wave. Now, when you're vibrating on the wave of the shark, the tiger, the cheetah, the horse, then you're going to vibrate at a different frequency. You can learn to hear the thoughts and feel the feelings of other living beings.
She is also known to world dignitaries, including Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and His Royal Highness Prince Charles of Great Britain, who invited her to Buckingham Palace in 2002 to communicate with the royal horses. The passionate animal welfare and peace advocate has also written the enlightening books Straight from the Horse's Mouth, How to Talk to Animals and Get Answers, and The Language of Miracles. A celebrated psychic teaches you to talk to animals, which discuss ways to speak heart to heart with our animal friends.
The animals think in pictures, and they feel emotion, they have sensation in their body, so they're almost identical in their scope, or sometimes even they have a broader scope of emotion. They have a broader capacity to love and to give and to have meaningful relationships.
In order to enhance public appreciation and understanding of animals, Ms. Kinkade has introduced the technique of telepathic animal communication at workshops and lectures in some 15 countries around the world. As she says, being able to communicate telepathically is really not magic, but inherent in all of us.
It is a learned skill. And so what I'm basically doing is I'm teaching people how to develop new neural nets in the brain. Whenever you're learning any new skill, you're literally developing new neurotransmitters that are bouncing through the brain, that are lighting up parts of the brain.
Amelia says that by opening ourselves up, we can receive the messages animals send us.
So we're learning to develop a part of our brain that makes us operate like a radio. Okay. Now, human beings are radio stations. We send out thought, we send out frequency, we send out information all the time, but we're not able to listen. So I'm teaching people to develop the part of their mind that can receive information and make sense of it, because if we don't, there's no other way for the animals to be able to talk to us.
Amelia Kinkade teaches her students how to assess the health status of our animal friends through what she calls a body scan, which allows them to merge with the animals and feel what they're feeling.
So it's almost like an X-ray. It's like dolphin sonar. That's an even better analogy. A dolphin can send out a frequency that disturbs the water. That frequency will bounce off the object, and it's going to come back with the holographic information of that object. How far away that object is, what's inside of it. That's why a dolphin can tell if a woman is pregnant or if a man has metal in his body. Energetically, you're melding your aura, your energetic field with the animal, and then you're coming back with the information of what's inside the animal's body, their history. You can find out anything you want about the animal. Now, when I held up this bat, I said to her mentally, what's wrong? And I did a body scan. Now, when you do a body scan, you're going to feel the pain inside your own body. I knew she was problems with her teeth. And I held her up to the whole group. I talked them through a meditation, and they all did a body scan on this tiny bat. At least half of them raised their hand and said she has problems with her teeth, her gums. There's no way in the world anyone could have known that.
We'll return shortly with more from our fascinating interview with Amelia Kinkade. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
Teach us how to be in the moment, teach us how to live without fear.
Welcome back to today's Animal World, our co-inhabitants, featuring Amelia Kinkade, a sought-after public speaker, author, and telepathic animal communicator from Hollywood, California, USA. Amelia now provides a scientific explanation of how humans are able to connect on a deeper level with animals.
The new way of looking at this is that we're in an ocean of electromagnetic energy called the zero-point energy field. We are all cells of the body of God. We are part of the same divine being named Earth. It's Mother Earth, and we're all cells in her body. The cells in your body can communicate with each other without using words. They signal each other. So that's what we're doing now with the little bearded dragon, the iguana, the snake, the cheetah. We're melting ourselves down and going and commingling with them energetically. In quantum physics, this has to do with the wave.
Amelia says we can learn to communicate with animals anywhere and at any time.
It doesn't matter where the animal is. Einstein said there's no such thing as space and time. Another way to look at it is that you expand your consciousness to include more living beings and more bodies. I'm going to expand my aura, I'm going to get bigger, and now you're in it with me. You're going to get bigger. And so now you can get bigger, 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 until you can go all the way and see that animal that's in Japan. When you go into the animal's body, you're merging your energetic field. You're going to do that by creating a gateway of light from your heart to their heart. You're going to go into the animal through pure love, pure unconditional love. The energy that we bring into the matrix is really important. really important that it's positive and that you're constantly staying focused on light, love, power, courage, healing.
The quantum hologram is a key scientific concept that Miss Kinkade introduces to her students to explain how she views the inner communication taking place.
That's something that scientists have always, or have known for quite a while. The new model of the quantum hologram, the quanta carries with it a replica of the sender. So that means that if you want to find out what the history of that animal is, the records of the animal are available in the quantum hologram. So we have to learn how to be more sensitive to the energy.
Amelia Kinkade feels it's important to let animals know that you're there for them and are ready to help.
The first thing that happens is you open yourself to the emotion. The emotion is the gateway. So if you can allow that to happen, allow your heart to be so open that you say to the animal, you send me anything. If you can feel it, I can feel it.
Amelia next shares how she was asked to meet a highly distressed horse and speak heart-to-heart with her. Through their conversation, Amelia perceived the image of another horse.
And I said to her, what caused the pain? And then you work lightning fast to take in the images, to take in the words, to take in the information. Well, there was a horse standing next to me, and he was a big black horse, and he had a star on his head. I said, great, what was his name? Starhawk. How long was he standing next to you? 6 years. What happened? 2 weeks ago, they shipped him out. He was my husband, and people don't realize. Stood in front of that horse and wept. That's what that horse needed to see. That the people were going to honor her grieving process and her story. And from that day on, she got better. Every single horse has picked another horse that is their partner. Even you might not know who it is. You may pass them on the trail and you don't realize. And then they'll point that other horse out or call them by name.
Animals embody love, radiate compassion and kindness to all around them, and are always willing to make sacrifices on behalf of others.
People should know that animals have an enormous emotional scope. They fall in love, they grieve, they laugh, they can heal you, and they bring you back to God's world. The animals are bringing us back to nature, back to God's world. They're showing us how to be whole, healthy, happy, and complete, because they are.
Books by Amelia Kinkade are available at www.ameliakinkade.com. Please join us again tomorrow on Animal World, our co-inhabitants, for part 2 of our warm-hearted interview with Amelia Kinkade. Gentle viewers, we enjoyed your company on today's program. Coming up next is enlightening entertainment after noteworthy news. May we show love and kindness to all beings in the world.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW.